this stuff up. I sit down to start filming, and what happens at the end of May, so I just gave up when I started filming this, it starts storming out here, and the lightning is just making the thunder noises, and it starts pouring down, raining, and I'm like, you know what? What a better way to start out Season 3, Ep 1. Let's go! I just feel like, okay, that was a sign, being at the right place at the right time. I love when stuff like that happens. I just feel like, wow, that is just such a killer sign, especially what Season 3 is all about. We've got frankincense burning. I just got done smudging the new Season 3 set. If you see behind me, and if you can't see me, I'm sorry. I will try to explain it as best as I can. But if you do want to see it, you can see it on YouTube and Spotify. We have a new altar behind us. I'm still adding to it. It's not finished. Is anything finished? Right? We have a new headdress. Yes, a beautiful headdress. I gotta tell you the backstory on this. So many things are happening right now. I mean, so many exciting things are happening right now. And I just can't believe the movement and the Oracle, the magazine, the corporate hippie Oracle that you can find on our website at any time, the people that are showing up, the brands, partnerships, the team. The team is so talented, and everybody, what I love about our team so much is everybody knows how good they are. They know that they are highly skilled in what they do, and everybody stays in their own lane. Like, I would never go to the website side of it, or SEOs, or creative directing. Even knowing I know how to creative direct, I would not be the editor on the magazine. Yes, I am the founder and editor-in-chief, and the publisher, but I stay in my own lane, and I really pick my battles. Do I have final say so? Yes. But I just feel like everybody does such a great and incredible job on their own that they show up, and it's just fire. I mean, it is everything that they do, everything that they touch is just fire. It is just lit up. So brings me to the theme of Season 3, Ep 1. I can't believe we're here 3 seasons ago. I am not the same person that you see today. I am completely at her higher potential. I am fully in my purpose, fully in my power. I have so much just excitement and light and gratitude, and I am so grateful for Season 1 and so grateful for Season 2. Which brings me to our editor and creative director for the Oracle, Debra Ebel, came to me a little while ago, and she said, you know, Kerry, I really want to, I've got a great idea for your next season, for Season 3. And I really think that we need to bring in your spirit animal and make it more mystical and bring more of you out. And, you know, I just thought, well, okay. And so then I was in another meeting for the themes and the color palettes and everything for the magazine. And they said that June was going to be the spell of summer. And I went, aha, that's it. I have never given any season a theme, but I guarantee you, you can expect that Season 3 is going to be the spell of summer. And it is going to be mystical, and we're going to talk about incredible herbs and potions that you can put into your teacups that you can drink to change your energy, your vibration, your frequency. And so today, episode 1, You're like, get it out, Kerry. What are you going to talk about today? We're going to talk about fermented foods and how important fermented foods are to the gut. Your gut is your second brain. So what you put in your gut is who you become. It leaches out of you. You could see it in your hair. You could see it in your skin. You can feel it in your energy. Are you still walking into rooms and not knowing why you're in there? And trust me, I know what that feeling feels like because I've been there and it's not a good feeling. Can you not find your phone? Are you losing your phone? Are you losing your stuff? Where is your pocketbook? Where is the earrings that you were wearing from last night? Do you remember what you decided you were going to cook for dinner tonight? These are the things I'm talking about. Did you leave the dirty laundry in your washer for 3 days straight and now it smells and now you have to wash it again? Which I have a little secret about that, but that's another episode. So I am just so excited to bring you the mystic and the spell of summer. You know, when you hear the word spell, people think, oh, witch. Well, let me tell you something. Witch has got a bad name because the witches are the ones that healed all the children that the moms, you know, generations, hundreds of years ago would take their sick children to the witches to heal. And the witches had all the potions, all the tinctures, all the herbs. They could heal you. They could give you oregano as a natural instead of taking oh God, what's that medication that people take when they have an infection? Antibiotics. It's a natural antibiotic. And so, you know, I just think that we need to get a little bit deeper and you're going to see a little bit more of my personality because this is my jam. I love this kind of stuff. In fact, I love it so much that I created a product, a mushroom fermented product with probiotics and vitamin C in it because fermented, okay, I got the spider, I'm fighting with the spider plant right here. You guys can't see me, but she really wants, okay. She wants to be in the film. So she's got little babies that just spurted up. They're just little spider plants all over a stem. And the way I positioned her was not in a really good position, so I'm just going to slightly move her. Look, this is all natural. We try not to cut anything out because I just feel like I want this to seem seamless for somebody that wants to start their dream. Maybe this is their dream to do a podcast. My dream is to touch people's lives without the physical touch. My dream is to show you who you be. My dream is to show you the mirror and have you look in it and see how beautiful you truly are and to embrace all of you, because you are so beautiful and you are so amazing. And some people get stuck. Menopause, perimenopause, a death in the family, grief. You might have some extra loving on your body, and that's all that is. That's all that is extra loving on your body. And so I'm just here as a spiritual nudge, sometimes I spiritually slap. I mean, if you're tight with me, you know I spiritually slap. I've spiritually punched before because some people just don't see and embrace their inner beauty and their gift sets. And sometimes I've just got to shake people up and say, look you're amazing. And you know, you're never too late. It's never too late. In fact, you're right on time. And so I have been manufacturing products for a very long time. I want to say 17, 18 years now. If you Google me, I think it says 16 years, but it really is like 18 years that I've been importing and manufacturing products. I've manufactured products for a lot of other companies, from concept to total turnkey. So I am building my own empire here at Corporate Hippie Connection, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. Like, I have a major Einstein God drops. I just have these aha moments, and I'm constantly recording all of my desires that I want to create. And I have a team that can implement everything now, which is really just so beautiful. And so I know that when you eat fermented foods, how it makes me feel. And I know how it has transformed other people's lives by eating fermented foods. And so I came out with a very powerful pharmaceutical grade fermented mushroom with probiotics and vitamin C with no flavor. And you know, I want you to know that with our Clarity Flow, that's like a sour gummy berry, you know, sour flavor to it, and it's blue because it has got spirulina in it, which is so healthy for you. And people were saying, you know, it would be great if you could come out with something, or in the future, that we can just put in our shakes. Well, I listened to you. I listened to you, and I also listened to myself, because that, you know, Clarity Focus, I could only put in my like fruit smoothies. With this, you can put with vanilla or chocolate or whatever flavors you use in your smoothies. You just put a scoop of this in and you're good. And you will start to feel it after a couple days. It's going to support your mental health. It's going to support your mental clarity. I am not a doctor. And I'm going to tell you that over and over again. You always want to ask your physician or your naturopath if certain things or certain ingredients are good for you, because, you know, we are here for pure entertainment purposes. And that's my disclaimer for this one. It's helped my mental health. Mushrooms in general has helped my mental health. So yeah, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna shout it from the rooftops, that all mushrooms, well, not all mushrooms, speaking of mushrooms, I don't know if you guys know this, if I even talked about this last week, but basically I got poisoned on my own property, and I knew it right away. As soon as I opened the mushroom, we were clearing out an area, and I split the mushroom open, and the moment I saw the black jelly, I threw it, you know, over the fence. And I looked at my friend and I said, whatever you do, do not rub your eyes or put your fingers in your mouth. And so guess what Kerry did? Kerry went to get a drink of water, and some hair, a couple pieces of hair was in my mouth, and I went to take the hair out of my mouth and to move it. And I tasted it right away off of my finger. And I looked at her and said, hey, you know, if something goes wrong, just know that this is the mushroom, and it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. I mean, I tried to spit it out as much as I could. So yes, for the next couple days, it affects your lower intestines. And so, yeah, I dropped 10 pounds that week. So the first 2 days after being poisoned by the mushroom, it really just, I thought it was over with, but it wasn't. That was 5 pounds in 2 days, 10 pounds of waste. So could you imagine? So yeah, not all mushrooms. You do not want to eat all mushrooms. You want to check your mushrooms. Even knowing my knowledge about mushrooms, I still would never pick a mushroom unless I planted it myself. I ordered the product, I drilled the holes in my wood, and I, you know, purposely placed them there. But personally, when I have grown mushrooms, I've always grown them in tents. So I would not eat mushrooms unless I knew that I planted them myself. We have beautiful turkey tail growing on the property, reishi. We've got so many different mushrooms growing. I will not eat it because it just showed up, because the mushrooms know how much I love them and they just want to show up everywhere. In our altar that is on the wall behind me, you will see a big, huge reishi mushroom that grew on the property. You'll see turkey tail right here to my, would be my right, your left. But you know what? I noticed that when we're done filming, it always flip-flops. So I don't know. It's in the corner. I don't understand how that works, but it always happens. So fermented, we did a full photo shoot for the June magazine, and we had me in the kitchen and I was chopping up what they call red cabbage. I'm here to tell you, red cabbage is not red cabbage, it's purple cabbage. If you can see me, it's purple. Why do they call it red? I do not understand why they call it red cabbage. So you're seeing it's like really hot pink. Isn't that just so beautiful? And it's hot pink and purple. And I just chopped up quite a bit of what you guys call red cabbage. And moving forward, I'm gonna call it purple cabbage. So now you guys know that I only use and grow purple cabbage. Right now, we are growing green cabbage on the property. I am still putting in food into the ground, and I'm going to be planting a lot of purple cabbage because I think it's so important that you have fermented jars of whatever, and you can put whatever you want in it to your own taste buds. You could put spices in it if you want. I basically chopped up this purple cabbage. I also grated carrots. I put caraway in it. I massaged the cabbage. Once I got the mixture, I added some other things. If you want the full recipe to the sauerkraut, you're gonna want to go on to Corporate Hippie Connection June 1st. So June is when the magazine comes out. And oh boy, we have such an amazing cover, and it's not a woman, it's a man on the cover. And let me tell you, he is freaking amazing. Such a beautiful light. And that is JC. He is the psychic to the stars, and he just shows up and talks to you. It's almost like he's knocking, and I told him this when we started our friendship. I just knocked on, the phone, and I said, it's like you knocking and saying, hello, hello, are you there? I'm talking to you, because he just shows up in your feed. So that's exactly how I found him. That's how I find all of my talent, is if you move me, I watch you, I watch how you're interacting, I do my due diligence, I see that you're in your niche and you are just sparking so much joy for people, you're changing people's lives, you've got a story. Everybody that I speak to has a story. We all have a story, right? But the ones that are really showing up right now in their niche, their purpose, their power, they have gone through so much and have come out the other side. Just like for me, season 1, that was hard for me. I got in my head too much. And now it's like, even when the spider plant she was like, I want to be in this too. I just roll with it. And I tell my editor who edits my podcast, unless the dog is barking and then I stay silent and then he'll splice it or I'll stop it. But honestly, you just need to show up and be who you be. And these people, these talent, I just want to give them a big stage to shine on. And, this cover is just unbelievable, because this guy literally showed up about almost a year ago. And he just started talking to me. I thought he was talking to me, nobody else. He was just talking to me. I mean, come on, let's be realistic here. He was talking to everyone that was manifesting the information that he was preaching that day. But I happen to be a Leo, and this is my season. Like, I've gone through it. I've done the work. I've done the shadow work. I've done everything that I desired to heal within inside of me. I've traveled to India. Oh my gosh. I mean, I've been in the women's circles. I've done the medicine ceremonies. I have done it and experienced it. And I just feel like the healing and the mishaps that people say they're mishaps or bad days, they're actually all good days because we're all learning, right? We're all growing. And I feel like the people that I'm picking have gone through certain things in their life to take them to where they're at. I don't preach anything unless I have gone through it myself. So like my messages that come through me when you see me on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, I'm always, I don't want to say channeling, but I'm whatever is just coming into my existence of what I feel like I need to talk about, or I just went through it the day before or even that day. I want to spread that knowledge out to other people so they can learn quicker than I did. I'm giving you guys the shortcut. So let's get back to sauerkraut, but I'm just going to tell you, June is amazing. And our builder for June, whoo, powerhouse. Yes, she will take the roof down. This girl, you put an obstacle in front of her and she will figure it out and she will get around it. Competitive. Now just remember that the builders, you vote for the builders, and the builder of the year for 2026 gets the a cover for 2027. And they also get a prestigious award. So we are definitely cooking and trucking over at the Oracle, which we call the Cho, because it's corporate hippie Oracle, which the abbreviation is Cho, right? But a lot of people call it the Oracle. A lot of my friends call it the Oracle. A lot of associates are getting like hip to it. Everybody internal at Corporate Hippie Connection, we always call the magazine Cho. Like, oh, did you look at Cho? Did you look at this section? Did you look at the altar in Cho? So really interesting. We have more and more people joining our community. We're trying to be in there every single day and giving our positive empowerment messages. But if you want to be in the know, you want to know who wins at the end of the year. You want to know who's going to be on the cover. You want to know what's going on inside the magazine, who we're partnering with, all kinds of things. I mean, there's so many different categories, right? Our new products. So if you want to know any of that and be in the know, you're going to want to be in the community because you guys find out first. And it's a private community. It's not on Facebook, it's not on Instagram, it's not on TikTok, it's not on social media. It's in a private room, and you can find that on the website. Okay, who wants to get back to sauerkraut? Sauerkraut. Okay, I love to, and I will use the light green cabbage, of course, and I'm gonna do a citrus one. I mean, I'm gonna mix it up, but the reason why I like using the purple cabbage that you guys call red cabbage, because I don't want somebody to think that I don't really know what this is, because I do. I just think it's so much better to call it purple. It's just colorful and it sparks joy, and it's just, when I eat it, I'm just so happy. And I love what it does to my gut. Talk about energy boost. Oh, you guys, It gives you energy. I mean, I wrote down, okay, so I'm just going to give you one little secret, and I'll get into the benefits. So you guys, I'm big with caraway. I did put that in there. I did put garlic in there. You know, some people put bay leaves. I mean, onions. I mean, it goes on and on and on. But caraway seeds, there's something about the caraway seeds that give it that extra just oomph, and it's like that last taste that you get, and it's light, it's not heavy. Let's see here. So it's rich in probiotics. We talked about that because of the product that I created has probiotics in it. It's just so healthy for your gut. Let's see, it supports your digestion. So a lot of people will eat a little amount after dinner. I munch on this throughout the day. Like if I'm a little hungry and I don't have time to make food, I will definitely put this in a little bowl and I'll munch on it, and it does fill you. So, you know, you don't have to have 3 big, huge meals a day. In fact, that's what, you know, they've normalized it, but that's really not the way you're supposed to eat. I eat 1 big meal a day, and I try not to eat it at dinner, but if I'm away or somebody, you know, we're celebrating something here at the villa, I will definitely have that, but I'll have a smaller portion of it. But if I do eat a meal, I'll eat 1 big meal per day. And then I snack on healthy stuff. Most of the time you will see me eat my fruit at night. I just love my fruit at night. And I love plain yogurt with my fruit, and I'll put pumpkin seeds in it and manuka, drizzle a little bit of manuka honey, because remember, the manuka honey is what I put in my lemon drink with ginger. And so I have a lemon tree, so I froze my lemons and I put lemon, ginger, honey, water, and olive oil. And I am a true believer that my skin looks as good as it does is because I eat my skincare. And some people think it's funny, but it's the truth. What you eat is what you become. So if you're eating McDonald's or, you know, Chipotle, I know people think it's healthy, but it's really not. You should really research these fast food places. And I don't mean to call them out. And I'm sure I'm going to get some negative press down below, but whatever. The truth is, I don't eat that kind of food. And when you eat that on a regular basis, sometimes people cannot move weight even if they go on a diet after eating like that, and they wonder why. It's because it's got so many chemicals in it that it's stuck in your muscles, in your fat tissue. It's just you're like stagnant. So you need to well, okay, this is a suggestion. You don't need to. I need to. I do every 8 to 12 weeks, I do a cleanse. And you need a binder. You need a binder to pull whatever you're trying to pull out of your body. So for instance, I'll use black charcoal or some other different binders. You know, I'm big with my clove water. I love my clove water. The clove water really helps with your cleanses. And I did talk about that a couple eps, maybe 6 eps back. I don't know, don't mark my words, but I do talk about cleansing and how important it is. But if you are eating sauerkraut daily or even, you know, 4 days a week, this will help you maintain in between your cleanses. And it just keeps your gut health healthy. And also, if you feel drained and brain fog, you know, I I highly encourage you to do a cleanse, because that screams parasites to me. Unless you have parasites and you're going through perimenopause or menopause, or you have thyroid issues, I mean, the list goes on, you can have brain fog from that. But it's also nutrition, which brings me to who is drinking their minerals. As I take a sip, who's drinking their minerals on a daily basis? You know, I'm big on that. You gotta take in your minerals on a daily basis. This has over 72 minerals in it. I drink this every single day, even knowing I grow my own food. I'm trucking in soil and putting the compost into the ground, taking the leftover compost from the chickens, mixing that in. I mean, I do the best job that I possibly can, but even by me eating just the foods off my property, I still need minerals. We all need minerals, because we just do. And it makes you feel better. And for all of you perimenopausal women out there, this is your new best friend. You can find it on our website. It's called Source on our website. I believe that we have Rise and Vibe is the source that's on the website. I drink it every day. I believe in it. I don't believe that I will ever manufacture a product that, when I already found a product that is perfect and great, and why duplicate, you know, I have so much to say that my words can't even come out right. When you've landed it and you found something that's so good and you feel good on it, why duplicate it? Why go try to find something else, or why try to manufacture another product when I have access to one of the best source minerals out there? That's what I was trying to say in so many words. It's the dyslexia. Sometimes I will, and look at, I don't like to put names on it. It did scar me as a child, you know, having that label. It really did. And it held me back for many, many years. And I shrunk myself to fit in rooms that I should have, you know, but there is no would have, could have, should have. And if you've been coached by me, you know this, there is no would have, could have, should have. I had to go through everything I went through to get me to today, to be where I am at right here, right now. That's why season 1 wasn't perfect, but I did it because I needed to get in front of the camera. It was time. And that's what I want to tell you. Whatever that your dream is, whatever your desire is, and you're thinking about getting your real estate license, and you're scared about, taking the test, or you want to become a lawyer because you want to, you want to get into a field that really you feel called to do, and you're scared to take the bar, or you have an incredible gift that's inside of you and you want to be an influencer, whatever it is, you want to be a singer, whatever. I'm just saying, just get started, just do it. I wasn't perfect. Season 2, still I was growing. Season 3, when Debra, our creative director and editor for the magazine and for the company, said, I really think you need to bring in that mysticness of who Kerry is, and bringing in your spirit animal of the owl, and even designed my headdress. I was just like, wow. And so I did make this. She showed me a drawing of what it should look like, and I made this. I make all my headdresses for, I just think it's fun. I think that, taking it up a notch, and it's something that came into my mind, and that's why I started doing it. Do I wear them every single episode? No. Did you guys just hear that? Those are bluebirds. Literally, they fight over who's gonna get my attention. It is the cutest thing. They show off with different debris in their mouth. And like this one bluebird will come so close to me. If I'm in the nursery, he's right next to me. And I haven't seen him today. I saw the mom in the nest feeding her 2 babies, but that looked like 3 boys. And I just saw that like out of the corner of my eye. I just love that. I just think they're just so beautiful. Birds, I'm so attached to birds. Now, was the owl my spirit animal my whole life? No. And I do talk about that. I talk about how different animals have guided me through my life. And this is my 3rd spirit animal. And I was asked to write an article for the magazine, and I did. And I wrote it on the 3 spirit animals. I also wrote about like what to expect for season 3, and how summer is almost here and it's storming and raining. It did stop midway through us talking, and the sun is coming out. This is such weird weather. I've never seen it like this. It kind of reminds me of Texas. But you know, summer's right around the corner, you guys. And I think that you guys should all make it mystical and, you know, put on clothes that sparks joy. You know, I discovered something about myself. I kind of always knew it, but it really hit home last week. And I was explaining it this past weekend. I went to Bottle Rock and it was amazing. All the bands were amazing. I've never been before. I'm definitely going again. And I was, you know, just sharing that I have come to that I am a tomboy. And, you know, like I just throw on whatever and I go out to the farm and I come in multiple times to like get snacks, but most of the time I'm all packed up in my bag out on the land. And I just love when the dirt's underneath my fingernails. So I don't really get manicures anymore. I get them once in a blue moon if I'm going to an event. So yes, I got my nails done before I went to Bottle Rock. And I just love, you know, putting my jeans on or my work clothes or my overalls or whatever, or my black yoga pants most of the time. And I just go out and I want my hands in the soil. I want my feet in the soil. And I am just, you know, a ragamuffin. And you'll see me on Instagram. My hair is not done up. I am literally a full-blown ragamuffin. And people don't understand or get it. But the truth is, that is just who I be. Ever since I was a little girl, my mom would put me in little dresses, patent leather shoes, and knee socks, and I'd be out in the backyard digging up Indian treasure, Native American treasure, excuse me. But back when I was a little kid, I would call it Indian treasure. And I found little medicine bottles and gold ID tags in my backyard in Burlingame, believe it or not. And that was magical for me. And that is what I feel, just getting dirty, you know, during the day. And look I love getting dressed up. I loved that I knew that I was going to film today with you guys. And I curled my hair and I put some makeup on and I got to put my headdress on. And I love to get really dressed up and put a gown on and walk the red carpet too. So, you know, I just feel like I can clean up well. But I like, you know, building things and going to the lumber yard and, you know, looking down my list of the lumber I need and framing materials or screws and screwdriver. And I think of different projects. I build all the gates. I build all the beds in the house. I love all that stuff. That's just the masculine energy inside of me. It's that beautiful sun energy, which I have a lot in my chart. And apparently Leo's, this is my next 9 years is going to be incredible, or is it 7? I don't know. I'm into horoscopes, but that's not my forte. But the cover of the magazine, KC, that's his forte. And so on that note, I just want you guys to know that I probably will not be wearing a fur coat in the next episode because it'll probably be so hot. It's really cold here right now, at least I can feel it. And I'm gonna bring the mystic, and I'm gonna bring the fun mocktail potions into your life, and how you can just spruce up a soda water with what you have growing in your yard. So until the next episode, I can't wait to see you guys next week, and I can't wait for you guys to see the June Corporate Hippie Oracle, and I am just so excited to be here with you guys. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day. See you.